Hey, I'm Tony from Fountaineer and you're watching the AU Review.
Well, welcome back to Sydney.
Back to Sydney. I've barely ever been here.
Really? You haven't spent much time up here?
Not at all. Never played a show here. So first show's tonight here at...
I would never have picked that this would be your first show ever tonight.
Not our first show ever. First show
No,
ever.
I mean first show ever in Sydney, yeah.
Yeah, in Sydney it is. Yeah, we're still very fresh. Still enjoying it, so yeah.
Fair enough. Well, it's what a better time to be here than as your approaching album release. How is that translating live then? I mean, if you say you haven't done that many shows yet.
Oh, we've done plenty of shows, I suppose, but yeah, we haven't toured much or anything like that.
Right,
so,
I see. Okay, I understand.
Yeah, the songs are as old as the hills, so the album's been a long time in the making. So
well, you started working on this a few years ago.
Yeah, recorded it 3 years ago.
So you actually recorded it 3 years ago?
Yeah, recorded it 3
right.
years ago. So the songs are obviously a little bit older than that.
So you must have those songs down pat live then. You've had them in your pocket for a while.
You'd think that, but no. I'm still trying to learn how to play guitar.
Well, you were saying before that that song was written on keyboard.
Yeah. A lot of the songs were written on a piano or a keyboard. I think I had a young baby at the time as well, so had to keep quiet. So yeah, getting the amp out and cranking it all hours probably wasn't going to work.
So at what point did the guitar come into the songwriting process, when the whole band got together?
Yeah, it's always part of it, I suppose. But yeah, you got to wait till you're somewhere. Yeah, probably when we started recording at the farmhouse, got to kind of let loose a bit.
Because keys isn't the focus of the record. When the keys do come in on something like Words with Friends, it's it's really powerful and quite a great moment.
Keys are definitely, I wouldn't call us a synth band or anything.
No.
But it's an important element, I suppose. Yeah, and you just got to marry the guitars and the keys, and yeah, we're still learning what we're doing.
And the approach to some of that synth is probably similar in the way to more LCD sound system than a Billy Joel. You know, it's.
Oh, hang on. No, I do. I like both those bands. So yeah, maybe a bit from column A, a bit from column B.
Well, you're creating more rhythm than you are Piano Man. You know.
Yes, correct. Yeah, there's no piano and none of this stuff. But, yeah.
That might be.
It might be tonight.
That might be tonight. Yeah. What is the setup live?
Just 4-piece. So we've got Kieran on the bass, my brother Frankie plays the drums, and Chris, who actually recorded us back in the day, has joined the band since, and he plays keys and synths. So 4-piece, trying to just make some noise, see what happens.
So if you've written this music 3 years ago, you've probably already got a bunch of more music ready for another release.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of demos sitting at home, but we've had to kind of not get too far ahead of ourselves. It's learning about what it takes to actually get an album out there, and there's a lot of work, and it's something that we love and fought pretty hard for, so it's going to be pretty sweet soon when it comes out.
Well, it's a beautiful record and a record in the real classical sense of it. I mean, it really feels like a start, a middle, and an end. You revisit themes throughout the record. The sport and home and friendship and mateship and all that sort of stuff really comes throughout it all. You recorded it 3 years ago. Was it all written around that time as well, or does some of the music itself go back even further than that? Yeah, no,
it was kind of a period of time. I left a band and just had this kind of went in a certain direction, and brother and I just thought we really wanted to finally get a band together and just give it a crack. But what I suppose the themes and the topics, it's just I'd moved back to Bendigo a few years prior. I'd been away for a little bit and come back home, and it's just as you said, it's just about stuff that happens in a small town.
And is the music that you're writing now still going down that road? Is that really kind of what?
No, I can't write another fucking song about Bendigo. I really can't. As much as I love it, you can't.
You've got that out of your system.
Yeah, and it's great. So the new stuff will. I don't know really how it will pan out. We'll see.
Because I mean, from the lyrics to just the very bio behind that's been put out with the record and everything, it's Bendigo is at the heart of everything that you're doing around this record. Yeah,
the band's named after. They've got a fountain in the middle of town, Fountaineer, greatest city of Bendigo, it's called. So the record's named after it, and it really. I think I'd written a lot of introspective music in the past, which just doesn't mean a lot to a lot of people, and in this record, Bendigo became kind of like the muse or the focus, and it's about a place.
Is it a place that you want people to visit? Do you think?
Oh yeah,
Yeah?
yeah. People come to Bendigo. It's a great place. It's a great place. Like any small town, it has its drawbacks, and you know it's frustrating at times. But yeah, it's where I grew up, where I'm going to pass away at some stage.
Because you put it, you kind of show the town in warts and all with what you talk about on the record.
Oh, definitely, yeah. So some of the songs deal with actual things happening in the town, but just thought it was important to tell this. It's really a story. To me, I love writing, so I like writing stories. So yeah, I suppose they're short stories about the town more than anything. Yeah.
You've got the show in Sydney tonight. Talk us a little bit through what you're going to be doing over the next couple of months.
We've got some big news hopefully happening soon. Can't say too much about, which will involve tours and getting to all the states and all the cities, which is really fun and new for us.
Are you looking forward to that? Are you looking forward to kind of taking this shit on the road?
Yeah, we're looking forward to people actually coming to our shows, maybe, or at least getting to play outside of Victoria.
And as much as I mentioned like Billy Joel and LCD Sound System and you know the concept behind the record, at the end of the day, there's this album follows on from a long tradition of great Australian songwriting. Who do you admire in the Australian songwriting world?
Paul Kelly's just someone I've always loved since when I was a little kid. It's just I just love guys with kind of pretty ordinary voices who are just amazing storytellers. It's just about the story. So Paul Kelly, always loved bands like Augie March. I remember getting their first records when I was younger, and they're actually from not far. They're from kind of Shepparton, I think, up that way. So yeah, Augie March.
They're always nominated for the regional category in the Music Victoria Awards.
Well, they should clean that up probably every year anyway. But yeah, so guys like Paul Kelly. Just love bands like The Church and things like that, Steve Kirby and stuff. But yeah.
Fantastic. Well, thanks so much for your time. Congratulations on the record. It comes out August 4th. Get it from your local retailer.
Yes, thanks for having us.